And Americans responded to President Trump's comments about Charlottesville in actions and words today, both criticizing and defending what he said about the violence. NBC's Peter Alexander has more on the reaction around the country.
Before dawn in Baltimore, crews taking down 4 Confederate monuments to avoid violent protests like those in Charlottesville.
I said with the climate of this nation that I think it's very important that we move quickly and quietly.
Workers in Birmingham on the mayor's orders overnight boarding up a Confederate tower. Here in Leesburg, Virginia, this Confederate statue still fuels deep divisions. But in the wake of President Trump's controversial comments,
you also had people that were very fine people on both sides.
Zach Richman defends the president's words.
When you have violence, you need to call it on both sides. You can't just, close one eye and cherry pick from the other side.
Is the president getting a bad rap?
I believe so, yeah.
That outrage blaring from newspaper headlines. In New York, sympathy for the Devils. In Chicago, fake president.
Definitely makes him less credible as a president to not speak as a leader and bring the country together.
Superstar LeBron James today chiming in.
It's not about the guy that's the so-called president of the United States. It's about all of us looking in the mirror and saying, what can we do better to help change?
Religious leaders equally emphatic.
This is the time to stand up and scream loud and clear. That is not who we are.
Pastor Robert Jeffress, one of the president's evangelical advisors, today speaking out on the Christian Broadcasting Network.
If we're going to denounce some racism, we ought to denounce all racism. I think that's the point the president was making.
Tonight, a fierce debate sparking anger and action. Peter Alexander, NBC News, Leesburg, Virginia.